We love it here.
When can we go back?
Welcome back to Lake George This Week. I'm your host, Jim Mullen, your go-to guy for all things happening around the Queen of American Lakes, the most beautiful place on earth. Whether you're a local or a weekend warrior, or you're just waiting until summer, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about what's going on in the Lake George area. And folks, we're getting so close to spring, I can almost smell the sunscreen and fried dough. Speaking of spring, we're talking about that magical time of the year when all the ice cream shops start to open up for the season. The first scoop in the season. You dream about it all winter long. Standing online, going out there. What's your favorite ice cream shop in the area? We're going to do a special on the best ice cream in the Lake George area. So if you want, leave me a message and let me know what you think the best ice cream shop is, so I don't miss it in our contest. All right. But for me, it's less about ice cream and more about survival. I don't know about you, but I have a love-hate relationship with my first scoop of the season. Picture this: the sun's out, the sign says finally we're open, everything is perfect, and then boom, brain freeze. My face locks up, my jaw locks up, my eyes water, I can't see. It feels like my brain is going to explode. And for a solid 5 minutes, I'm in an excruciating amount of pain, and I start questioning every decision I've ever made up until this point. And let's be honest, do I ever learn? No. Every single year I tell myself I'm going to eat it slower. I'm going to take my time. So as soon as I get that cone in my hand, I turn into a Labrador retriever that just discovered peanut butter. So to all my fellow brain freeze sufferers out there, stay strong this spring. Ice cream time is coming. The time is now. By the way, we missed last week. I was under the weather last week. We missed it. But Martha's opened up last week. So Martha's, get ready. If you want, get some ice cream. Get online over at Martha's by the Great Escape. They have great ice cream there. I love standing online over there. They're great people in La Fontaine's. Check it out. Check out the Martha's ice cream.
Hey, it's the local business spotlight.
This week's local business spotlight shines upon the Barber Parlor. Let's talk about looking good. Okay, I just got my haircut today. Jamie had me in the chair today. She keeps me podcast ready. Whether you need a trim, a full cut, beard trim, Jamie's got you all set up. And now she's got a couple of other barbers in the area, so you're never going to have to wait. They take walk-ins all the time. But if you really want to get your appointment together, you go on the Booksy app. Right, and you go download the Booksy app in your app store and look up the Barber Parlor in Hudson Falls, and tell Jamie I sent you over there from the podcast. She'll be glad to do it, and she'll give you the best haircut you've ever had. Because if you're going to be out and about in Lake George, you might as well look good doing it.
And now, the local spotlight.
Okay, the first thing we got going on this week at the Lake George area is the Great Upstate Boat Show. The Great Upstate Boat Show. Let me get my glasses out here. So the Great Upstate Boat Show, and that's going to be Thursday, March 27th until Sunday, March 30th. Okay, and that's at the Adirondack Dome, 326 Sherman Avenue, Queensbury, New York. Opening night, Thursday, March 27th from 4 to 8 p.m. for a soft opening, free admission. You get your first look and exclusive, vendor access. Welcome to the Great Upstate Boat Show, the largest boat sales event in New York City and Montreal, between New York City and Montreal. And it's at the Affirm Sports in Queensbury. I said the Dome, the Adirondack Dome, the Affirm's Adirondack Dome. Gubs has been a tradition among boating enthusiasts across New York State and New England for 17 years. Come to join thousands who attend the show each year. Top New York State boat dealers inventory. The best place to catch a deal of a lifetime, or get the boat of your dreams. Borrows, deck boats, jet skis, aluminum, fiberglass fishing boats, classic wooden boats, pontoons, cuddy cabins, center consoles and cruisers, electric boats, personal watercrafts, docking systems, engine outboards. They're all there. 1,500 boats for sale, 175 boats on display, 60 boats, top boat brands, 20 leading upstate dealers, 20 boating lifestyle vendors, daily live seminars, custom docking solutions, propellers, trailers, boats, lifts, giveaways. Check it out. Okay, so it is the times. The 27th is going to be from 4 to 8 p.m., the 28th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., the 29th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and March 30th is going to be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so check that out. You don't want to miss that. That's the Great Boat Show, and that's happening next week. Okay, the next event we got going on is Bowl for Kids' Sake. Bowl for Kids' Sake. About the event, join us for the greatest bowling party in town. All funds raised support Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Great cause. Okay, so you're gonna have fun raising money, mentoring programs that help children who face adversity in our community. Friday, March 21st until Sunday, March 23rd, at 12:30 p.m. at the Knights King Alley. No, I'm sorry. It's at the Kingpin's. Jesus. It's at Kingpin's Alley Family Fun Center at 166 Saratoga Road, South Glens Falls. Check that out. Hosted by Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Southern Adirondacks. Yeah, great place. Bowling, bring the family, raise some money for Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Okay, the next thing we got going on this week is the Lake George Wedding Show 2025 at Fort William Henry Hotel and Conference Center. That's Sunday, March 23rd from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. They're delighted to announce the much-anticipated Lake George Wedding Show set to take place Sunday, March 23rd from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the iconic Carriage House. This exciting event invites couples to begin their journey towards the wedding of their dreams. Meet and greet at the beginning. You join us for the afternoon filled with excitement, exclusive opportunities to meet with top wedding industry professionals, photographers, florists, caterers, stylists. Attendees will have the chance to connect with experts dedicated to bringing your wedding vision to life. Venue tours. Guests will be able to tour Fort William Henry's stunning Lake George venues. Raffle prizes, special offers, pre-registration for the wedding show can be automatically entered into the exclusive raffle for a one-night stay at the Fort William Henry Hotel, valued at $500. The perfect getaway complement to your wedding party planning. Okay, pretty cool. Call Dawn Bennett, 518-964-6632, or email at dawnb@fortwilliamhenry.com. And that's Fort William Henry Hotel and Convention Center, Conference Center, 48 Canada Street in Lake George, New York. Great. If you're getting married or you're going to get married someday, maybe you're going to get married, wedding of your dreams right there.
And now, local music news.
Now it's time for local music news, right? Local music news. Sunday, my son is playing at Kitcha Vibe. I believe it's 3 to 7, I believe, or maybe it's 1 to 3. I'm not sure. Check it out. You can check it out. Kitcha Vibe in Glens Falls, right downtown Glens Falls. Great place. Great coffee. I had a great cup of coffee there last time we played. Great little place to go, sit down. They have internet. You could bring your laptop, do some work, hang out, listen to some music. Great place. Kitcha Vibe, and that's on Sunday afternoon. You guys know how much I love the Strand Theater. Well, Strand Theater Hudson Falls is Gratefully Yours, celebrating the music of Grateful Dead. This is the 21st at 8 p.m. Gratefully Yours is trucking into town. Okay, so it's a good band. And that's going to be 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on the 21st at 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls. Gratefully Yours is a Grateful Dead-inspired band based in New Paltz, New York. The band was conceived and founded in 2012. Founder of the Deadbeats, the longest-running Grateful Dead cover band in existence. However, cover band is a misleading term when it comes to the music of the Gratefully Yours. Their willingness and adaptability and ability to improvise and their openness to be spontaneous, and their openness to spontaneity is an energy of the moment lie in the core of their performance, truly sets them apart. It's going to be a great show. The very best tradition of the Grateful Dead and this openness that allows the crowd to become part of the creative process. This is going to be really good. All right. If you're a deadhead like me, and they also allow their audience to participate further by giving them the opportunity to submit their dream set list, which Gratefully Yours may happen to choose and perform. But of course, you just never know what might happen. $20 in advance, $25 a day of show, and you can get them at the Strand box office, cash or check only, or brown paper tickets. Doors in the lobby, coffee shop open at 6:30. The Strand Theater is located 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls, New York. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a great show. Gratefully Yours, music of the Grateful Dead. Saturday, 3/22, from 2 to 5 p.m., Donna Britton is going to be playing local singer-songwriter who accompanies herself on the piano and guitar. And this is going to be at the Adirondack Winery and Tasting Room, right, at 395 Big Bay Road in Queensbury. Donna's a local singer-songwriter, accompanying herself on the piano and guitar. She also covers other music. Very cool. Elton John, Joni Mitchell, Bonnie Raitt, James Taylor, Neil Young, many more. Donna also performs with Crick City and Gregson Brothers Band. Whether you want to sample our wines or enjoy a glass of your favorite wine, discover the new local microbrew or cider, imbibe in one of our delicious wine cocktails featuring local spirits, or indulge in our dessert boards. Very good stuff there. We've been there a lot. They got the spot for you to enjoy the night. This is a free event that will require $10 food or drink minimum per person. So you're going to come in, walk-ins are welcome on first come, first served basis. You're going to check that out. And the phone number there, if you want to make a reservation, is 518-668-9463. Okay, and that's at Adirondack Winery and Big Bay Road, 395 Big Bay Road, Queensbury, New York. Saturday, March 22nd, 2 to 5. We're going to keep going with the music this week. We got a lot of music going on. This is the Charles Allwood Theater in Glens Falls. Run, Rabbit, Run, the Pink Floyd tribute. Okay, Pink Floyd tribute band. March 22nd at 7:30 p.m. Join us at the Charles Allwood Theater for renowned Pink Floyd tribute band, Run, Rabbit, Run. 7:30 to 9. Charles Allwood Theater is at 207 Glen Street in Glens Falls. Phone number there is 518-480 4878. Again, 480-4878. Grab your friends and come experience the magic of Pink Floyd right here at the Charles Allwood Theater. Great place to watch a show. Saturday, March 22nd at 7:30, featuring musicians Carl Blackwood, Sean Fortune, Cody Brigham, Chris Andreski, Lady T, Willow, Scott Vorwald, and Eric Holder. Okay, $40 to $55 depending on seating choices. Okay, Wood Theater box office or online at woodtheater.org. Charles All Theater is located at 207 Glen Street. Phone number there, I already told you, is a 518-480-4878, and brought to you by E1 Presents. Okay, it's going to be a nice little show there at the Charles Allwood Theater. And that brings us back to the Strand, people. The Strand Theater. Okay, I love the Strand. It's such a historical place to see a theater, to see a show. The Pete Best Band. Can you imagine? Do you know who Pete Best is? Pete Best was the original drummer for the Beatles. Okay, before they got Ringo Starr, before they were even I think they were the Silver Beatles, and they used to play around Germany and those areas. It was Pete Best was the guy. He was the drummer, but they said back when I saw the biography, John and Paul thought he was too good looking, so they got rid of him. And of course, that means you know what they're saying about Ringo. Okay, so on the 23rd at 3 p.m., the original Beatles drummer Pete Best and the Pete Best Band are coming to the Strand. The Strand Theater is 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls. The phone number there is 832-3484. Again, 518-832-3484. The band offers the audience a rare opportunity to get up close and personal to those early days with Pete on drums, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Stu Sutcliffe. The show includes anecdotes from Pete and those early days, and the set list second to none. This is the sound of Liverpool, the sound of Hamburg, and the sound of Start of the Revolution. This is the very beginning of the rock and roll revolution. This is what he's going to be playing for you that night. The show includes anecdotes from Pete about those early days and set list second to none. So Pete formed the band in the 80s, and the band tours the world bringing that unique early Beatles sound anthology, and it features tracks with Pete on drums. In addition, the band released a Grammy-nominated album in 2008, right? Best years of the Beatles. $50 for orchestra, $40 for the floor, $30 for balcony. And you go to Strand box office, cash only, check or cash, online brown paper tickets. Ticketing link, please visit mystrandtheater.org. Doors open at 1:30. Okay, Strand Theater is located 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls. Please visit the website and Instagram accounts for a list of upcoming events. Strand is a great place. You're not going to want to miss that. Check that out.
Breaking news! This just in!
Okay, now listen, we're trying to build something awesome here at Lake George this week, and I need your help, right? First off, share the podcast with family and friends. Sharing is caring. Send it to your neighbor, send it to your boss, your coworkers, even that guy at Stewart you always see that's asking you about the weather. Spread the word. And I'm always looking for people to interview. If you know some interesting people in the area or there's an event going on that you'd like to get on the podcast, let me know. You go to lakegeorgethisweek.com. You can send me an email there. We'll try to get you on the podcast. Give me a couple of weeks to get it together so you don't miss it, like 2 weeks in advance so we can get an interview together. If you know somebody with a great local story or a business that's opening up for the season or someone who just loves to talk about Lake George as much as I do, let me know. Don't forget, send me that email. Go to lakegeorgethisweek.com. Oh, and sponsorships. I forgot about sponsorships. Last but not least, if you own a business or know somebody who does, let's chat. We're an amazing place to get your name out there, and people are, going to be looking for things to do in Lake George, and you get your business out there. We've got an amazing audience of locals and visitors who love this town, and this is podcast is the great way to reach them. All right, folks, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Remember, pace yourself on that first ice cream cone unless you want to get that brain freeze. That entire life flashed before your eyes in the form of a brain freeze-induced blackout, right? So take it easy. Next week, we're going to be talking about the grand reopening of all the shops and the attractions for the season. We're going to find out what's opening when and who's going to be opening first. So let me know if you know anybody that's opening up. You want to get them on the podcast. You got this weekend. Send me an email by the end of the weekends. I'm putting it together. Stay tuned. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me at Lake George this week. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go very carefully eat a soft serve. Catch you next time.